Daniel Jones, Tommy DeVito, Tyrod Taylor, Drew Lock. Will Jaxson Dart finally be the end of all the misery? Now, to help Jaxson become the franchise savior and also save the mental health of Giants Nation, I'm stepping in as head football coach of the New York Giants with the goal of bringing this team to the pinnacle of the sport once again. Now, we have to win a Super Bowl within 5 seasons, or I have to give a Jaxson Dart jersey away to a random lucky subscriber in the comments. So my goal is to turn this franchise around as fast as possible, and that's going to be difficult because this team is so bad. But from day one, Jaxson Dart is going to be our starting quarterback. Russell Wilson is going to have no place here. And with us trying to win it all ASAP, I promise you this rebuild is going to be so unorthodox. I'm probably going to do a lot of trades to start things off before we even get into the first season. Like Russell Wilson, probably going to trade him to a quarterback needy team. I might even go ahead and get rid of Tyrone Tracy because I love him in real life, but for us to win a Super Bowl ASAP in this franchise mode, we're going to need like a 90, 95 overall running back. Also, somehow, some way, need to acquire another good receiver to play alongside Malik Neighbors so he's not triple covered all the time. And the offense is where all my worries are going to lie because, to be completely honest, the defense really isn't in a terrible spot. Like, we have Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter on the defensive line. Not to mention we have Brian Burns rushing the passer. Maybe we can add another cornerback to the arsenal, but like, this defense is definitely not where my worries are. With Jaxson Dart only being a 72 overall rookie, dude, we have got to get him a much better offensive line. So with so much work needed to be done, dude, let's just go ahead and get this bad boy started. Like, this could genuinely end up one of the most difficult rebuilds I've done all year. I think the first thing that we have absolutely got to do is try to improve this offensive line. I think Russell Wilson is going to be the one here that we try and trade away to get some young offensive linemen in return. I mean, there's definitely some teams that want them. They're actually giving me some pretty decent offers. Hold on, they're even offering me George Pickens. Wait a freaking second, dude. George Pickens, or do I go offensive line? Like, Braden Smith would actually be incredible to bring back, but like at the same time, dude, George Pickens and a 5th round pick? Hold on a freaking second, dude. We gotta figure out what the heck is going on. Like, George Pickens for the next 2 seasons would be freaking incredible, dude. Also, I know they have a center in Zach Frazier that I would absolutely love. I just want to see where this is at. It's about halfway to being accepted. So is there like anybody else I could possibly throw in to see this deal through? Like Greg Van Rotten, do not want him. Anybody else I'd be willing to get rid of? Like maybe Greg Stroman here. This would be huge, dude. A big number 2 receiver to pair with Malik Neighbors and a long-term center. Submit it through, and it's not close to being accepted. Like, this is a big enough trade, though, that I would be willing to possibly throw in a 3rd round pick if it can actually bump it up enough, and it's still in the yellow. So maybe we just go after George Pickens. Hold that thought, actually, because I might have a better offer. We'll take a penalty if I traded away Devin Singletary, but if we got rid of him, that means we give Cam Scatterbo some playing time. Also, we go ahead and get rid of one of these receivers. We'll get rid of Darius Slayton, I guess. How about this instead? Any more interest here? And it's in the yellow. So now if we go ahead and trade away a 3rd round selection, is that enough to bring in George Pickens and Zach Frazier? Not quite, but we're getting somewhere. I wish you could throw in more than just 3 players, so we're gonna have to definitely trade away some draft picks. So how about a 6th from 2025 and possibly a 4th from 2026? It's all about getting some young players that can grow with our young team. Submit it through, and it's declined again. So unfortunately, I do think it's gonna end up having to take like a 4th from this year as well. But if we can actually see this deal through, dude, that would be such an incredible start, and that is ridiculous. So we're gonna try to do a pick swap here to acquire another 3rd. Got a 3rd from the Bengals. I think we are about to confirm what will go down as one of the biggest trades in New York Giants history. Russell Wilson, Devin Singletary, Darius Slayton, 2/3 for George Pickens and Zach Frazier. Submit it through. Come on. Maybe a 6 will be enough. Absolutely ridiculous. How about a future 5 instead of this year's 5? Like, there's not even space there. Like, what are we doing? So I'm going to be as stingy as freaking possible and also try to get a little pick swap out of this. We're also going to try to get a 6 in return. Okay, the Steelers are just making me mad now. I think a future 6 might be able to get it done, though. And with that said, fellas, Zach Frazier and George Pickens are now New York Giants. Like, what a freaking start, dude. Like, that is so insanely wild. Now, there's still a few more moves I want to try and make here. Definitely do not want Greg, so I want Marcus to get some playing time and to start to slowly progress. And we could go ahead and get rid of Jalen Hyatt and maybe go ahead and get rid of one of these right tackles. Will anybody give me an offer? Nobody? Wait, hold on a second. I did not think this was going to be remotely close. I just offered it because it was the first right tackle I saw I was interested in. Darnell Wright could be the right tackle of the future for us. Are we really about to bring in another banger of a pick? I can't trade away more picks from this year because we don't have many left. We have a bunch of future 6 now that we could throw in there. Darnell Wright gonna be a giant. Really don't think that budge too much. How about a future 4 and a future 5? Submit it through. I can't believe it's so easy, dude. Darnell Wright, welcome to New York. I mean, the only position on the offensive line we still need to improve is left guard position. Like John Runyon, I don't know if I'll be able to flip him for anything. Like, he is so ugly, dude. And the other problem is I really don't have any assets I think I could trade away. Although I do want to go ahead and scour free agency and see what we can actually find. Like Nick Chubb, do I really want to sign Nick Chubb for a season? You know what, dude? I'm actually gonna be crazy. I'm gonna sign Nick Chubb, and if we're not having a good season at like the midway point, I might just try and trade him away and see if somebody wants to give me like a 4th, 5th round pick for a rental. Not really what I expected to end up doing, but hey, I did it on a whim. Now, also, I might go ahead and try and do the same thing with Von Miller, let him play the left end position. I think that's gonna be all the craziness we're gonna partake in out of free agency, because what that allows me to do now is potentially trade away Golston here. Like Chauncey Golston's not going to be a long-term option here. I'll probably draft a defensive end to replace him. Obviously, Von Miller isn't a long-term option, but maybe we could trade him in another package to potentially get a long-term starter at the left guard position. If we also throw in John Runyon, which we will take a little bit of a penalty on him. We have a ton of pretty good corners, too. Just go ahead and get rid of Greg Stroman. We do have a few offers, although like Trent Simpson's actually kind of intriguing, but I think I do want to try and go after a guard. Like, if we can get a decent guard on a rookie contract, our offensive line might already be set. What are the odds I could get Dominic here from the 49ers? Probably very slim, but I do want to go ahead, submit the offer. Yep, that's not going to happen. What about Cody Mock from the Buccaneers? Like, he's too beautiful not to go after. They're probably not going to accept it. What? Genuinely cannot believe what's about to happen, but we're going to throw in a few future 7th round picks, and with this trade, we have our offensive line complete. And while we're at it too, dude, I might go ahead and just trade away Tyrone Tracy, because again, he's just not going to be as good as what we need to win a Super Bowl eventually. See, nobody's even offering me anything for him. I mean, if we could get like a 2nd round pick, I feel like it'd be beneficial. I mean, if not, I might just hang on to him. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I just want a better running back eventually. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold on to him. Honestly, if Jaxson Dart can have just a decent rookie season, I am telling you guys, I would not be shocked if the team that we have built, if we go all out and actually compete for a playoff spot in just his first season. Honestly, if we don't win at least like 8 games, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed, but we'll go ahead and simulate to the midway point of the year, see how things are going. If we're competing, I'm gonna keep Nick Chubb. If we're already out of the running, I'll probably go ahead and try to get rid of him. But at the midway point of the season, we're 3-4, which doesn't really help me out much. I mean, to be fair, we're only a game out of first place. I mean, our offense is looking pretty freaking nuts, dude. I don't know if I want to mess a good thing up. I mean, not a bad start to life for Jaxson. He has thrown about an interception per game, so hopefully he can limit that a little bit in the second half. Running the football, Nick Chubb doesn't look too freaking shabby, dude. Now, the question is, like, what could we get in return for him? Because overall, it's going to go down big time in the offseason, so let's see what trades are out there. So, okay, dude, the Bears are offering me DJ Moore, T. Higgins from the Bengals. All right, so I've got to be smart about this. The Browns are offering me Jerry Jeudy, a 2nd, a 3rd. Like, what in the world are these freaking offers? Trevon Diggs from the Cowboys? Like, what did I just get myself into? Kyren Williams from the Rams. That is actually so interesting, dude, because he's just gonna get better and better at the running back position. Oh my god, dude, hold the freaking phone. Did I just luck myself into a potential long-term option at the running back position? I mean, we'd have to pay him at the end of next season, but I think it would be worth it. Like, could I also go ahead and get something else out of this deal? Like, Braden Fisk would be insane. I just want to see where it stands. Oh my god, dude, like, what is happening right now? And keep in mind, these videos are all about working the system as much as I possibly can, because I'm trying to get a Super Bowl to New York ASAP. So I'm going to do whatever the heck I have to do to bring this team a Super Bowl. And if that means going ahead and getting rid of Von Miller, I will do that. Because Abdul Carter and Braden Fisk on the same line would be nuts. So let's just see. Let's just submit this through. And to be fair, it didn't go up at all. so like it's kind of expected. But at the same time, brother, I wouldn't also go ahead and mind getting rid of Tyrone Tracy, because obviously if we're bringing in Kyron Williams, Tyrone Tracy is just going to be a career backup. We already have Cam Scatabo. But if we threw this in there and it bumped it up a little bit, so are we going to have to throw in a few more draft picks? Like, you know what? I can just go ahead and get rid of my 6. Is that enough? I don't even think it budged, to be honest. I really, though, want to see this deal go through. So if I have to trade away another 4th round pick, I'll do it. I'll just keep my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for the next few seasons, submit it through, and it's declined again. Or do I just go ahead and say screw it and trade away a 2027 3rd? You know what, brother? Let's do it. Can we get Kyron Williams and Braden Fisk in the same trade? No, but it's so close. I think this 6th round pick will do it. Let's submit it through. Do we get another massive trade accepted? Come on! Genuinely cannot believe what we've already done to this team in just 1 season. Not even a full season yet. We do need to sign another running back, though. You know what, dude? Raheem Mostert is actually a perfect backup running back. He's a mentor, so he should help out Kyron and Cam Scatabo. So the moves we just made didn't really tank our season at all. Like, I think we actually just made the team a lot better, not just for this season, but easily for the future. So let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs here. And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't make it, but at the same time, there's still some chance that we do make the playoffs in Jaxson Dart's 1st season. Okay, so we finished the season strong, went 9-8, but unfortunately wasn't enough to make the playoffs. By a tiebreaker. But somehow we were able to turn this squad into a 9-win team in just 1 season. Imagine what we're going to be able to do when you give me a full off season. We finished off the top 10 offense. You can't be mad at that performance whatsoever. The defense got a little bit better, but we still need to improve there. And with Jackson's performance, he's kind of a little gunslinger, like good numbers. He's just got to limit those turnovers. I mean, if he limits the turnovers, if he only throws 15 interceptions, we probably make the playoffs. After just 1 season under his belt, he's up to an 82 overall, dude. Like, going up 10 overall in just 1 season is absolutely insane. The 10 upgrades might very well be because he won Rookie of the Year, which is possible with these numbers, although I don't know because of these interceptions. We'll have to see. Now, on the ground, Kyron, not terrible. 824 yards, 11 touchdowns. Jaxson also put up some decent numbers on the ground. I want to see Kyron is up to an 88 overall, so I don't think he went up at all after he got traded. After the year, George Pickens, an incredible 1st season in New York, 1,100 yards, 9 tutties. Malik Neighbors, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Theo Johnson, a decent season. Wandale put up some good numbers as well. So really excited, dude, for the future of this wide receiver room. And defensively, this is where I'm very intrigued. Sack numbers, we had Dexter Lawrence leads with 12.5. Abdul Carter was 6.5. Braden Fisk was 6.5. I mean, relatively respectable. We have Abdul Carter up to an 84 overall. I don't think he probably won Rookie of the Year or anything, though. We'll check. MVP goes to Josh Allen. No top 10 MVP votes for Dart just yet. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Already got some Coach of the Year votes. Nobody got Offensive Player of the Year votes. DeMarcus Lawrence wins Defensive Player of the Year, while Dexter Lawrence came down in 7th. And what I'm intrigued about, NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jaxson Dart himself. Exactly why his overall went up 10 in just 1 season. Also, somehow had Cam Scatabo come in 9th. The Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Abdul Carter. How? So it's a pretty good sign, you know, for the future of the team when both of your 1st round picks win Rookie of the Year on both sides of the ball. So you best believe I'm excited about the future of this franchise. I mean, like, we're already up to an 88 overall team across the board. And again, that's with our squad being compiled of like 95% young players that are can continue to get better each and every season. So get me to this offseason, dude, so we can continue to cook, which apparently we're going to have about $100 million to spend, which I want to see before we start the offseason. Do we have any dev trait increases? Jaxson Dart up to superstar. Also had Theo Johnson up to superstar. It's weird. It's like every video I ever do, it's like no matter how the tight ends do, they always improve their dev trait. I mean, I'm not complaining. On defense, Abdul Carter already an X factor, which is nuts because he didn't really have the best of seasons, only 6.5 sacks, but again, not complaining. So call me wild, call me ambitious, call me a moron, but I genuinely think if we can have a big offseason, we could compete for the Super Bowl as early as next season. First, we need to see if I want to re-sign any of these players. Yeah, Greg Dulcich, he can walk. Honestly, I could care less about any of these guys. I know this is sacrilegious, but Tommy DeVito can go too. As we head into free agency here, I'm not really expecting too much because for some reason, 1st season of free agency, there's never anybody good out there, but hey, we're going to check regardless. I mean, Bobby Wagner's sitting there. Jalen Warren would be a good backup. I just don't want to waste money just for the sake of doing it. So I'll make sure if we're going to offer anybody, it's going to be somebody I think could help us long term. Now, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't mind offering Bobby Wagner a 1-year deal, because the 1-year deals do not hurt us down the line, like we have the money to spend. If he could potentially help us win next season, I think it would 100% be worth it. Which off the get-go, we're his #1 offer. I mean, like, part of me wants to sign Jalen Warren to be the backup, but he's going to want a long-term deal, and I don't want to do that. Now, outside of that, dude, like, I don't know if any of this is worth it. Like, Elijah Molden, is it like, do I do it? Like, do I just go ahead and get myself a good backup safety? He's not going to cost me anything. We're immediately behind the Rams and Niners. Like, do I really want to go up for a backup safety? I mean, I will a little bit. We're tied for him now, but if we don't get him, it's not a big deal. Now, Ozzy Trapilo here, I don't know why he's a free agent. He's a second-year player, and he's really good. He's 79 overall. So this would be somebody I 100% am willing to give a long-term offer to, because for some reason his free agent, as a second-year player, already is 79 overall. So even as just a depth piece, he would be incredible to have. I'll even overpay a little bit if I have to. We're tied with the Bengals. Again, if we miss out on them, I'm not gonna be mad. And at the end of the day, that's probably the only offers I'm gonna send out. I say that another player that could be a good depth piece is AJ Epineza here. He's store development, only 27, so a little 2-year contract offer wouldn't really hurt us. We're tied with 2 other teams. I'm not gonna go any higher. But out of our 4 targets, the only ones that I really kind of want is Ozzy here and Bobby. I mean, ideally we get all 4, but again, I'm not gonna be upset. The contracts have been submitted, and we get Bobby Wagner and Ozzy. Perfect. Let's hope we can continue to improve the team here through the NFL draft, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think we only have our first and second round pick. Well, that's enough. That's enough. That's all we need. Which we get the 17th pick, so I really don't know who we could possibly land there. Now, here's the thing, though, dude. Like, I know Caleb Downs is one of the highest rated players in this draft class, but we just don't need free safety. And I kind of just want to go best player available. I know Harold Perkins is an absolute stud. He's a scheme fit. And if we did go Harold Perkins, he could play left outside linebacker for me, and I could trade away Kayvon Thibodeau for something else that we need. Harold Perkins is honestly probably my favorite right now. Like, Caden Proctor, I know he's a great offensive lineman. Keon Sabb, really good safety, but we don't need safety. Like, so there's some really good offensive linemen left, and Dylan also a very good safety. Caleb Downs is great, but I think, honestly, Harold Perkins is going to be the pick, and with that being the case, I probably could trade back a little bit here. So let's see if I have any good offers. I don't know if I can move back to 27. Unfortunately, they're asking me to move back a little bit too far. Maybe the 49ers here, they can give me a future 3rd, a 6, and a 7. Let me see if I can make that a future 2nd. So a 2026 2nd to move up 6 spots in the draft. Dude, can you just, like, go ahead and accept it? No stress, though. We'll throw in a pack of pickles, and we should land ourselves a 2026 2nd for moving back 6 spots. And let's just hope and freaking pray Harold Perkins doesn't get taken before then, which he didn't, thank God. So with the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, yes, the Giants are passing up on Caleb Downs. Parker Brailsford's a really good center too, but we will be selecting Harold Perkins, left outside linebacker from Louisiana State University, and he is going to come in as the 15th ranked player, and we get him at 23. In development to 90 speed at outside linebackers, nuts. Hopefully it turns out to be a pretty good pick for us. Now, keep in mind, we still have our 2nd round pick coming up, and I am not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea who to pick here. I might go wide receiver, to be fair. No, Eric Singleton, good receiver from Georgia Tech. I think he transferred in real life. Barryon Brown, really good from Kentucky. So the question is, which of these 2 do I want? Singleton, not the fast. Actually had a really bad combine. Barryon Brown is a scheme fit, a lot faster, so I think Brown's going to be the guy. Barryon Brown, welcome to the New York Giants. 17th best player, got him at 49. Come on. 94 speed, 98 agility, perfect pick. I completely forgot we have a pick in the 6th round coming up. So hopefully we can find a sleeper here. Probably going to go running back potentially. We really do need running back depth. Jamal Haynes out of Georgia Tech is going to be the selection, and he is not good. I probably sped through that a little bit too fast. Oh well. So at the end of the day, our 2 top players out of the draft come in as a 76 and 75 overall, dude. Not too shabby. There were some pretty good freaking players in this draft class. Like I told you, Caden Proctor was 75. That wouldn't have been bad. Caleb Downs was 79. Could have went Kevin Conception, 75 rated wide receiver. He would have been nice. Oh, there was a 77 rated running back. Mekhi Hughes out of Tulane would have been big. Barryon Brown's a 75. What was Eric Singleton? He was a 73, so it wouldn't have been that much of a difference. So I'd be lying, dude, if I didn't say I was totally stoked about this year's team, who is still an 88 overall across the the board. I might try and improve, actually, by trading away Wan'Dale Robinson. So I'm gonna have to pay him at the end of the season, and we just drafted Barryon Brown. So if we can use Wan'Dale to improve this team elsewhere, I think that would be a massive dub. And also, don't forget, I think I want to go ahead and trade away Kayvon Thibodeau. For the same exact reason, dude. I just don't want to have to pay him, especially when we just got a cheap replacement. In the position, I really feel like we could upgrade his corner. Maybe get a better number one. Paulson Adebo's kind of getting on up there in age, so maybe we could swap him and get ourselves a superstar. Or maybe flip Deontay Banks instead. Like, surely somebody will give us a stud corner for this package, right? Well, Dax Hill's the first one we got offered. Maxwell Hairston, not looking like he turned out too good. Getting offered Tyler Warren, which is nuts. Part of me actually wants to take that, but we're going to keep moving forward, not be stupid. Keep our eyes on the prize. Kyle Pitts is kind of intriguing too, dude. I hear some pretty good offers out there we're getting sent to us, but I feel like we can do a little bit better. I mean, I'm just going to test it. I just want to see. I just want to see halfway. Okay, it's not going to happen. What about Deron Bland from the Cowboys? Like, I wouldn't mind, you know, having to pay him. Yeah, he's getting older, but he'll be a stud for next season or two. Oh, wait, they can't afford it. I guess we move on to our next option. Oh, Tariq Woolen from the Seahawks would actually be an absolute banger. Now, let's see if this is even close, and it's a little bit more than halfway, but keep in mind, we got ourselves an extra second-round pick. So, it's like, is this enough? I don't even know. Like, I just want to make sure I get the most out of this deal possible, so I just throw in an extra fourth in case, submit it through. It's declined. But are we really about to bring in Tariq Woolen? It is getting super close. I feel like Tariq Woolen would be an absolute perfect fit here, but we are going to have to trade away something from the future, like maybe a 2028 third in the deal. Still declined. You know what? I'll throw in another fourth. A fourth from 2026, and the trade is officially accepted. So the defense now officially has a lockdown number one corner, which we are going to have to pay him. Hopefully we can get that done about mid-season so we don't have to worry about it going into the offseason. That's if we don't win the Super Bowl this year. Let's go ahead and simulate to the midway point of the season where we are hopefully competing for a division title. And at the midway point of the season, your New York Giants are in first place at 5-1 of the year, so a pretty good start. And before we look at anything else, I want to go ahead and look at these 17 contracts we have to negotiate. We do have some pretty big players we need to try to lock in, like Kyron Williams, George Pickens, and Tariq Woolen. The good thing for us is that we have $135 million to work with. So first things first, Kyron Williams, let's try to get him locked down on a 3-year, let's go with a 4-year deal. Hopefully he just takes the base offer. Simple enough, that's how I like it. Next, George Pickens, who obviously is going to be a little bit more expensive. I will give you a, I'll give you a 6-year deal, brother. Up it a little bit. Hopefully, George Pickens, being the crazy boy he is, just accepts it. First offer. Come on! Now, this is the tough one. Tariq Woolen here. For some reason, he has 0 interest in re-signing. I'll give you a 4-year offer, and I'll up the money, not too much, but hopefully enough to entice him. He says he'd sign today if there is some way to improve how his team aligns with my interest, which makes no sense because we're a Super Bowl contender, we're in a big market, but for some reason having no state income tax is such a big deal. We'll try to lock him down again next week. Cordero Fly, like, I mean, to be a depth piece, he's not going to ask for too much money. You know what? 5-year deal. Screw it. Tariq, take some notes. Evan Neal, I don't know if I want to bring him back. I mean, again, he'd be decent depth. Throw it, dual off from, and he makes it easy. Again, Dane Belton here, decent depth. Give him a little 3-year deal. And the reason I don't really mind sending out some of these extra deals is that we still have $90 million to spend even after all the extensions we put through. So Micah McFadden, again, I wouldn't mind him for depth. 3-year deal. I'm not going to offer like way too much. Okay, another player who just easy enough resigns. Now, the problem with Daniel Bellinger is like backup tight ends ask for way too much money, so I don't think I'm going to resign him. Bobby Wagner, I don't think I want to bring him back just yet because he's probably going to crash quite a bit in overall. So literally all it comes down to is Tariq Woolen. I do want to see how the squad's looking right now. Offense is top 10 in the league. Hopefully the defense is a little bit better, and it's top 5. Ooh, okay, Dart's actually throwing more interceptions this year than he did last year, which is weird. He's averaging like, what, 1.3 interceptions per game right now, so he's got to limit that, although like somehow we're still 5-1 on the year. Tyron's almost averaging 6 yards per carry, which is nuts, dude. dude 100% earned that contract extension. Through the air, George Pickens, big season. Malik Neighbors having a good year. Theo Johnson and Barryon Brown, the rookie, putting up really good numbers. Defensively, Harold Perkins leading us in tackles. Dexter Lawrence, 7.5 sacks already. Braden Fisk with 5, a quarter with 4. Tariq Woolen being so difficult signing his extension while he only has 1 pick on the year. Now, I'm sitting here wondering, since we are 100% a Super Bowl contender this year, like here at the deadline, which the deadline is actually next week, so we'll go ahead and simulate, but I might go ahead and try to add another piece to the team, which of course we lost last week. First things first, let's go ahead and try to lock down Tariq Woolen. Hopefully he'll make it simple on us. I'll up the money just a little bit more. Just go ahead, sign. Like, Tariq, what are we talking about, brother? Victor, I might just go ahead and give him an offer, because, like, why the heck not? What do you mean you need more time to think it over? Like, what's these guys' problems? So if I was to go out and try to add a player to our squad that could potentially help us go on a Super Bowl push, what position do we need to look for? Maybe right guard, although Imbo, I mean, he's slowly getting better. I mean, I really don't know where we could add at, because I like everybody that's starting for us. The only position that I feel like would make sense is maybe going ahead and trying to flip Darnell Wright for somebody a little bit better, because he's another player who I think at the end of next season we're going to have to pay, and he's super cheap right now. He won't be super cheap when we re-sign him. So if possible, I wouldn't mind going ahead and flipping him for maybe like an 85, 86 rated right tackle, and I wouldn't mind using like a future second to get it done. I'm not going to trade just to trade. There's got to be somebody that makes sense. Like Joe Alt would be nasty. I don't know if there's any chance whatsoever, but I just want to test the water, see what they say, and it's about halfway to being accepted. Let's see here. They need a tight end, and Daniel Bellinger, I'm not going to re-sign him, so we could throw him in there. Could go ahead and get rid of this Trey Hawkins fella. Let's see if that bumps the deal up at all. I don't think it really went up. So let's see if a future second round pick will be enough to get it in the green at least, and it's not. I think it's too ambitious to go after Joe Alt. Like, he's so good and he's so young. Okay, I want to get somebody that's young and at least like 84, 85 overall. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like there's any realistic options for me. Maybe at left tackle instead? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's nobody that really makes sense. So again, I'm not gonna trade just to trade. So I think I'm just gonna put my faith in the squad that we have right now, dude. Like, again, we are an 88 overall team with an 88 offense, 89 defense. Like, those are numbers that can compete for Super Bowls. We still have a 2-game lead on the division, so hopefully we don't choke in the second half. We're gonna go ahead and we'll send to next week, and I'm gonna try to get Tariq Woolen locked down before we get to the offseason. Which, thank God we won again. Guess I'm just gonna keep upping it a little by little. Tariq, like, what are we talking about, brother? Like, it's just not happening. So unfortunately, that means I'm not gonna be able to re-sign him, but what we're gonna do is once we get to the offseason, if we get to that point without winning the Super Bowl, what we're gonna do is just franchise tag when we have the money. Whenever I traded for him in the first place, if I knew it was gonna be so difficult, hopefully this squad cheers me up and finishes this season strong, wins us the division, and maybe even earns us a first-round bye. And can you freaking believe it? 13-4 with a first-round bye. So what are the odds, dude? We actually bring the Giants to a Super Bowl win in just like, what, a year and a half, really? Pretty good start to the season, dude. Hopefully we don't have to match up against Kansas City in the Super Bowl. We lost to them in week 4. Lost to the Chargers. Had 2 losses in a row against the Packers and Eagles, which again, hopefully we don't have to play the Eagles in the playoffs. We bounced back, beat them in week 14. It was a super strong finish this season. We won 7 in a row. Even beat the Lions away from home. So we're playing our best football at the right time, boys. Finished the year with the league's #2 offense, so that is a massive dub. And defensively, I don't know what it means when it's invisible. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes we finish with the 2nd best defense in the league. We take it. Jaxson Dart, incredible season outside of the interceptions. Like, imagine how good our team could have been if he didn't throw 23 picks all year. 71% completion percentage, only was sacked 22 times. But yeah, quite the gunslinger here. Obviously, a little reckless with the football, but obviously good enough to get a first-round bye, so who cares? Now, on the ground, Kyron Williams with a masterclass, 4.6 yards per carry, 11 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Can't really ask for much more than that. Now, through the air, Malik Neighbors, massive season, 1,300 yards, 108 catches, 12 tutties. George Pickens also going over 1,000 yards, although he didn't really score that much. But who did score a lot was old Barryon Brown, the rookie, the Wan'Dale Robinson replacement, just under 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. He probably honestly won Rookie of the Year, which means we'd have Offensive Rookie of the Year 2 straight seasons. And I mentioned Theo Johnson, who's having a great year. I was really close to trading for Tyler Warren earlier, but hey, Theo Johnson's showing I made the right decision. Now, defensively, Harold Perkins. I really didn't expect him to lead us in tackles, but he did, 106, and maybe he won Defense Rookie of the Year. And oh my God, dude, Dexter Lawrence with 22.5 sacks. My God, outside of him, Braden Fisk with 9.5, 5.5. Abdul Carter with 6.5. Brian Burns with 5. Harold Perkins with 4. He might have won Rookie of the Year. How insane would it be if we had offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year 2 straight seasons? Might as well go ahead and check that out. Pat Mahomes, of course, wins MVP. Jaxson Dart, even though he threw 23 interceptions, got him in 9th place. How did we get robbed for Coach of the Year, dude? Malik Neighbors robbed for Offensive Player of the Year. Dexter Lawrence this time wins Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Barryon Brown. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, ooh, Harold Perkins robbed. We gotta see how much the team's improved here. Jaxson Dart, oh my god, dude. After 2 seasons up to an 89 rated. Let's go. Malik Neighbors up to a 91. George Pickens up to an 86. Barryon Brown as a rookie, dude, already in the 80s. This offensive line is looking incredible. Defensively, Abdul Carter, although he hasn't been like the most productive, he's up to a 90 rated. Harold Perkins up to an 82. This squad is freaking stacked, dude. Up to a 91 overall across the board. I am telling you, we should win the Super Bowl this year. Which I really freaking hope, dude, they give me anybody but the Eagles in the divisional round. And they are going to give me the Eagles in the divisional round. Jesus, dude, bite me. Keep in mind, dude, we already lost them once this season by 2 touchdowns at home. Although we did repay them in Philadelphia, beat them by 3 there. I literally would have taken anybody else instead, dude. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game to simulate for added dramatic effect. All right, we're going to take this slow. We start with the football. Not the best of starts to this one. We're going to take this one slow, though. Hopefully, we don't go 3 and out. We're going backwards. A penalty on Cody. Come on. 3rd and 13. We continue to go backwards. Oh, my God, dude. What a freaking nightmare. We're putting the football to the Eagles, who hopefully we're not going to let get any points here. They pick up a 3rd down like we couldn't. Oh, no, dude. I have a bad feeling this is going to be a freaking blowout. They keep picking up 1st down after 1st down, and they're going to get a touchdown. Dallas Goedert. Oh, my God. We're going to make it all this way, get a 1st round bye, and lose our 1st game to the freaking Eagles, aren't we? We continue to go backwards. What is going on right now? Dude, at least our defense forced a 3 and out. We need our offense to step up here, though. Jaxson Dart, dude, you made a huge stride forward this year. We just need you to do the same in the playoffs here. Big pass to Malik Neighbors. We finally got something cooking here inside the red zone. We have got to punch this in for 6 and tie up this ball game. Come on! Oh my gosh, it's about freaking time, dude. But immediately the Eagles 26-yard bomb to A.J. Brown in plus territory. Tyler Newman with a big pick! Oh my gosh, talk about a game changer right there, boys. Now we have the football. We got sacked first play, but at least we had the football before halftime. 3rd down and 20, and unfortunately we get sacked again, or we go backwards. We're gonna have to punt the football back. Just hopefully we can go into half with the ball game tied. Oh no. I thought they were about to get a field goal. It's a little weird, strange half, but things are notched up 7-all. Unfortunately, the Eagles do start the second half with the football. 3rd and 5. They keep picking up 1st down after 1st down. They are going to have to settle for a field goal. Jake Elliott, 53-yard kick is good. Now's our chance to get on this field, score a touchdown, and hopefully take the lead. A big 1st down there. Slowly but surely moving this pigskin. Big throw to Barryon Brown, the rookie, in the red zone, and we just immediately throw an interception to Cooper DeJean. Oh my god, this is like the Super Bowl all over again. Oh, Jaxson Dart, why do we have to do that, brother? That might be ball game. That might be us out the playoffs. 3rd and 9. Thank God for our defense, dude. Abdul Carter with a huge sack. We should be getting this football back. 10-7 ball game. Been a nasty game here in the snow. Slowly but surely again, moving this football down the field. Again, in plush territory. Can we not throw an interception this time, Jackson? Incomplete pass. Another incomplete pass. 4th down and 5. We're going to have to kick the field goal and notch things up at 10. Now the Eagles with a chance to go on the field. Oh my god. Bobby Okereke with another interception, and that should give us incredible field position here. If we can score a touchdown somehow, some way. I know it's been so ugly, but if we can score a touchdown here, that might be us to the NFC Conference Championship. Malik Neighbors coming up big again as we convert a 3rd down. 2-minute warning, 1st down and 10. Again, 8-yard rush from Kyron. Touchdown, Giants! As we get a little Cam Scatterbo action here. Biggest play of his life. I've just got to keep the Eagles out of the end zone for 1 minute and 20 seconds. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 5. 4th and 5. This is the ball game with 48 seconds left. A click of a button. Jalen Hurts going absolutely nowhere, dude. That's ball game. Okay, so I definitely don't like the fact that we had a field goal block with 9 seconds left. Surely not. Oh, thank the Lord. That's one of the ugliest games I have ever been a part of. But the New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Philadelphia Eagles 17-10 to advance into the conference championship game. What a such like nasty, ugly game in the snow, dude. Elite Neighbors coming up big, the rookie making a big play. I'll take the dub however we can get it. Now the big question here is, do we get the Seahawks or the Vikings in the conference championship? We already handled the Vikings quite easily on Monday Night Football in week 3, 28-10, so I kind of hope we get them. And because I said that, we are 100% gonna have to play the Seahawks here. Reverse jinx! Literally one win away, dudes, from a Super Bowl appearance already. We have got to have the best game of your life, Jaxson. Surely we don't choke this, right? Again, taking this one slowly. Start this game off with the football. Can we get on the field, insert our dominance, and take a 7-0 lead? Can this just please not be as close as the game against the Eagles? 3rd and 13. We only pick up 6 to Kyron, so we're going to have to, unfortunately, settle for a field goal, but at least we got some points. And we need our defense to have the games of their freaking lives here. They have to clamp down Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, JJ McCarthy. 3rd and 4. 4th and 4, and the Vikings are going to kick, obviously, a 54-yard field goal. You can never bet against the 9-year-old. Can we please score the game's first touchdown here? Big 3rd down, but we get sacked by Jonathan Grenard. Start of the second quarter, decent little play to Kyron, and unfortunately a 4th and 4. We're going to have to punt the football. Now we need the defense to force a punt of our own here, but the Vikings almost in plus territory. They're going to score, aren't they? Oh god, 2-minute warning, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. Touchdown Jakob Johnson, by the way. Like, such weird touchdowns happening in this freaking playoff run. Oh god, can we please score with like 30 seconds going to happen? Even if we got a field goal. 17 seconds, 11 seconds, down to the 19-yard line. Can we please get a field goal? Dude, we didn't get anything, and the Vikings get the football. It really might be a GG unless our defense can take advantage. 3rd and 17, 4th and 17. We get the ball back here. All right, with this incredible field position, we have absolutely got to notch things up. It's in here. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Barryon Brown is coming up huge in this playoff run. The rookie playing like a veteran. Touchdown Giants. Theo Johnson, you beauty. Now it's up to our defense to come up with another massive stop. 3rd and 2. 1st down. Of course, they got it. And a big penalty. Darius can't be having that. They're going to score a touchdown, aren't they? Got to hold them to a field goal. Please, dear God. Start of the 4th quarter. They got the 1st down. It's a touchdown, isn't it? No, 4th and 4. We hold them to the field goal. Now it's our chance to take the lead here. Gotta have a huge drive from Jaxson Dart. 3rd and 5. Big 1st down to George Pickens. Into plush territory with a big play to Malik Neighbors. Just outside the red zone. Now on the goal line. Theo Johnson coming up big again. Touchdown Giants. George Pickens with the grab. Oh my gosh. Can we get another big stop here? Just keep him out of the end zone. If they kick a field goal, we still retain the lead. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 4. Jay Hawkinson with the reception as we hit the 2-minute warning. We have a 3rd down and 20 following a penalty though. Surely don't pick up 20 yards in one play. They didn't. 4th down and 20. Are they going to punt it? Are they going to go for it? They went for it and didn't get it. Oh my gosh. We are so close. So close to punching our ticket into the Super Bowl. 3rd and 2. That should be ball game. Oh my gosh. We did it again. Another ugly performance. But our defense is what's carrying this team all the way to the Super Bowl now. How the heck did this just happen? I mean, Jaxson didn't play phenomenal or anything, but at least he played a lot better than JJ McCarthy. Our problem is we just couldn't run the football this game. But a win's a freaking win, and you best believe I'm taking it. Now, in the Super Bowl, we're either going to be matched up against the Chiefs or the Texans. And considering we already lost this season to the Chiefs, hopefully it's the Texans. Please be Houston. Please be Houston. Of course, dude. It just can never be easy. Literally, every single thing we've been through today comes down to this. If we can somehow, someway come out of this game as winners, we have pulled off maybe one of the biggest masterclasses in channel history, bringing the Giants to a Super Bowl victory in what, 2 seasons? Hopefully we can get off to a fast start here. Have the football. Big 1st down. We haven't started off a drive in the playoffs yet with the touchdown, so hopefully that can change here. I'm so confused. It says penalty on the offense, yet our score went up to 6. Can anybody tell me what in the world just happened there? It doesn't even say on the play history. I mean, apparently Jaxson Dart threw a massive touchdown to George Pickens, but like, where'd that happen? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm happy. We had the lead in the Super Bowl. I'm just kind of confused, and we get a penalty, or they get a penalty. There's so much weird stuff going on in this game right now. I'm not asking questions anymore. Like, everything confuses me in this game. The Chiefs, unfortunately, moving the ball down the field. 3rd and 14, 4th and 14. Thank God they're going to have to settle for a field goal. A lot of penalties on that drive. But can we get another Mickey Mouse touchdown in this drive to go up 14-3, which would be our first 2-possession lead of this playoff run? Another big play to Malik Neighbors in the red zone. 2nd and 3. 1st and goal. Surely you punch this in right. Come on, dude. Barryon Brown, the rookie. Now, I know we're not going to keep Patrick Mahomes out of the end zone the entire first half. Like, I'm just like, go ahead and concede and defeat. This is gonna be a touchdown here. 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 1st and 10. Here it comes. Here it freaking comes. Pat Mahomes the worthy. Now, can we answer with another touchdown? That's the big question here. Another big play to Malik Neighbors. At least get a field goal here. Take a 7-point lead. No, screw that. Let's get a touchdown. Inside the red zone here. The minute left to go in the half. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Oh no, 3rd and goal. 4th and goal. And we didn't even get points. Oh my gosh. What is going on? This is a Super Bowl, dude. We can't be having brain farts, George. Oh my god, dude. Why do I just know that? It's going to absolutely screw us. At bare minimum, it should be 17-10 right now. Like, what kind of time management's that? 3rd and 13. Of course, they get a big 1st down. Oh, they're going to take the lead, aren't they? Oh my god. Oh, I'm sick to my freaking stomach, dude. 2nd and 6. 2nd one after penalty. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. Come on, dude. Need a huge play here. Another massive 1st down. They slowly but surely moving the football. I mean, we got to the red zone last time. We got to the goal line, didn't score. 2nd and 5. Now, at the start of the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 5 as the pass was knocked away. You know what, fellas? It is time. We are jumping in. Absolutely got to have this here. The drag. It's open. Didn't score, but we do get the 1st down. Kyron Williams, we acquired you for a reason, brother. And those reasons were to make big plays in big games, and it gets no bigger than the Super Bowl. Come on! Well, I thought we were about to get blown up for a loss there, but Kyron Williams made Chris Jones miss as the touchdown gives us the lead. Cannot begin to describe how big this 3rd down and 7 is here. If we get the stop, we have a chance to milk the clock. Wide open receiver. Come on, get to him, please. Thank God he throws the football away. We're going to be getting the ball back. It is time to bleed the freaking clock, fellas. At bare minimum, get a field goal out of this. Make it a 7-point ball game. Kyron again. Decent sized hole. Get about 5. Kyron weak side. That's going to be, ooh, maybe a little 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 3, potentially for the Super Bowl here. I think this drag over the middle should be wide open. Barryon Brown, the rookie. Just sit on it, brother. 1st down. Might actually try to be wild here and hit him with something deep. I'm going to be dumb, though. I'm going to take a sack. That's what I'm going to do. This play should take us to the 2-minute warning. Barryon Brown outside. It's a 1st down. Oh, my gosh. What a play. I'm telling you, the rookie has turned into such a massive addition. We are in field goal range, but one more 1st down should be a GG. Up the middle. Kyron gonna get super close. No, he gets the 1st. Up the middle again. Decent sized hole for about 2. Kyron up the gut. Gonna get 3. Here it is, boys. 3rd down and 5. Super Bowl on the line. Pick this up, and it is a G freaking G. No pressure, boys. Oh, we're going to get sacked. Oh, my God. We're going to have to play defense again. Best believe we're going to milk every last second. Kick is up, and kick is good. If we can keep the Chiefs from scoring a touchdown with a minute remaining, we're going to be Super Bowl champion. At this point, dude, literally just everybody play back. You know, they're going to be slinging the pigskin here, and if anybody's going to be able to score in a situation like this, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. And just like that, dude, he's in plus territory. Good thing is they have no timeout, so the clock is going to continue to tick unless they get out of bounds or if it's an incomplete pass. They're running motion. They're just chewing clock right now, dude. Go underneath. I dare you. Just take off. Take off, Patrick. He throws the ball away. That's smart. There's nothing deep defense. I absolutely freaking beg, dude. If we can keep him in the field, like, it should be a GG. Again, he throws the ball away. 17 seconds left. Just playing man 3 deep, dude. Just keep them in the boundary, and we should be Super Bowl champions. He just continues to throw the ball away like a psycho. The entire rebuild, it comes down to this last play, and I'm not asking questions, brother. Jaxson Dart and the New York Giants are 2026 Super Bowl champions. My God, dude, what a masterclass we pulled off here, I must say. I think it's safe to say Jaxson Dart played a big part in it, as he's already turned into quite the stud. I mean, who else could bring the New York freaking Giants to a Super Bowl in just under 2 seasons, other than the Madden scientist himself? Now, if you enjoyed this Jaxson Dart rebuild, you can click right here to watch me rebuild the Browns with Shedeur Sanders, and I'm going to be honest, this rebuild was filled with nothing but nonsense. And you know what else is nonsense? The fact that you haven't clicked that subscription button yet, brother. Seriously, I'm trying to hit 1.5 mil by the time Madden 26 comes out. We can hit that goal if you click subscribe.